I hit legs at the gym yesterday, and I am shot today, bro. If you know, you know. But it is 4:37 right now. New day. I'm alive, breathing. Let's get it. This has been one of the most difficult things to stick to in my entire life. What is good, family? This is day 42 of waking up at 4 a.m. every day until I'm rich. Now, don't get me wrong, it's been a great time. I genuinely enjoy these morning times where I get to be by myself, no distractions. I feel like I get a lot more done than on my old schedule of staying up like moderately late. Waking up at 4 in the morning every single day is not easy. If you want proof, just check out any of my other videos and you can tell how tired I am in some of my earlier videos. I've been doing a better job at being more lively, getting right out of bed. I don't think you guys want to see me half asleep in the morning trying to formulate words. You know, once I integrated into falling asleep at the time that I needed to then get enough sleep to last me, so when I woke up that early, I would be well rested enough. It was okay for the first, week, 2 weeks maybe. After that, you start saying, what am I doing? You're realizing how much things you are missing on Friday night, Saturday night, when people are going out and having fun. I have a whole video talking about this, but regardless, it starts to really compound. You start seeing all of these opportunities. But I will say, after a while of it, people stop asking, I don't blame them. If you ask someone to hang out constantly and they can't from 8 p.m. until the next day, then well, I would stop asking them too, And my good friends, and I've talked about this, they respect that. They'll say, you know what, fine, we'll pick another time, hang out in the afternoon, go to the gym. But you will see these things start adding up. And that is one thing that I've definitely had to adjust to, is being able to say no because I have a different reason to say yes. So my yes is waking up in the morning at 4 a.m. and that makes me have to say no to these other things. But at this point right now, I'm probably 7-8 months into it right now, and I've definitely slacked off. I've definitely, had a week where I didn't do it at all, especially on vacation and stuff, like when I go to visit people. Small houses, I can't set the alarm and have my grandma waking up in the other room next to me because my alarm's going off at 4 in the morning. And it's very, very similar to the gym, right? When I first started the gym, I was all in. I was like, yep, I'm gonna go crazy, right? Here I am 4 years later, consistently, if not, at least 2 times a week, but every week for the most part, I'm going 6 times a week. Now, with that, I have learned with diet, right? Diets, if you guys know, diet is 80% of getting to whatever physique you want. Now, the one thing that I promised myself when I was going this deep into it is I wouldn't sacrifice those little times in life where, you're out at dinner with everybody and they all get a big pizza and they're all sharing it. And it's not that you have to say yes every time, but you don't want to miss parts of life that food is part of it, I could say the same about alcohol. I would say it's a little bit different, but there are things in life where, your family makes a dinner, you have a very nice dinner laid out for you, and everyone there is eating, and it's just, it wouldn't be the same moment if you're not sharing that with them. So similar to the gym and how I said, you know what, I'll be able to say yes once in a while to those things, to not sacrifice the bigger picture and miss out on a portion of life that I feel. So similar to that, waking up this early every single day to accomplish these things and to get where I want to be, I feel like I'm not going to miss those opportunities where, if it's a going away party for someone, they're moving out, I'll go to that, whatever. I'll sleep in the next day, or, crazy enough, this is a terrible story, don't do this. I ended up going out one night. I stayed out until 3:30. I got back home, and the one thing I'd promised is, regardless, I'm gonna make a YouTube video, I'm gonna wake up, do my intro, go on my run, and no matter what happens, I'm doing that. I got home at 3:30, went on my run, and that video's up there. I forget which one that is, but you'll know it when you see it. But doing that is the same exact outcome that you're gonna get from these things like waking up at 4 a.m. every day or going to the gym consistently every week. It's telling yourself you're gonna do something and following through and doing it. Proving to yourself that you are your own boss, you are the master of your future, and you will be able to dictate where your life goes. So honest answer, it's been tough, right? And it's not just the adjustment phase going from, you know, like I said, having to say no to all these people to then saying, okay, you know what, they get it. I'm working the schedule now. It's a constant battle, and it's getting tough at this point just because, especially with the videos, you know, this does take up like a decent amount of my time, but it's definitely not for the weak. I'll tell you that. So if you want to prove to yourself that you are able to tell yourself to do something and you will do it, which I am very much that person. And for me, the next hardest thing I can do, I'll try and do that because I tell myself to, right? So if this is this hard, I want to go a step up next time and say, you know what, if I tell myself to do this, you know, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make sure it gets done. That way, it's full control of your life, putting it all in your hands, proving to yourself that you can be who you want to be. But it is tough, and it does take a little while to get used to. So try it. I mean, it's up to you guys. That's a little quick video on how it's been going with this 4 a.m. wake up. So just want to give you the honest truth. I always try to be honest with this channel. And I hope I helped at least one person out there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll catch you tomorrow.